It's not from, the Nile's not a river, just a river in Egypt. Oh, puns. Excuse me, apparently my high-pitched voice is getting crushed by my... I don't know what's going on. My voice can't get itself clear again. So we once again are presented with 3 choices for what to do here. We can either say, number 1, Xiao Kui, Number 2, thank you, Xiao Kui. And number 3, you mustn't... Don't beat yourself up. It wasn't your fault. And number 54 is... Salute! No. That doesn't seem very applicable to this situation. So we'll go for the third one, because it really isn't her fault. 1, 2, 3, boom. You can't be... You shouldn't beat yourself up. It wasn't your fault. But if I could find her soul, maybe there'd be a chance she could be resurrected. It's because her body is still completely undamaged. Not like me. There's not even dust left of my body. Salute is not a foreign greeting. It is something you say when you drink alcohol, or basically when you it's like sort of like a way to like say cheers, or gunbei depending which one, or yamboi depending on which language you're speaking. Xiao Kui, I'm sorry. I made you think about sad things that happened in the past. I mean, I guess, yeah, ashes, I guess, fine. We'll see. I think ashes is probably better, because in this case she was cremated, as always, as is popular in Chinese culture. It's nothing. It's already been so many years, so it's really, it's nothing. It's already been a long time, so I'm not sad anymore. Really. Right. Big brother. Just now, Big Sister Zhixuan was in the area of the giant room. It looks like she had something. She was looking for you. Why don't you hurry and see her? Okay, fine, I forgot. That's right, she committed suicide. Good point. She jumped in the fire because she couldn't think about living without her family. That's kind of rough now that I think about it. Okay. Xiao Kui is now in the party. Big brother, my heart's aching. But I know that, big brother, you must be hurting even more. Oh, Xiao Kui. The blue one, at least. The red one is anything but sympathetic, but the blue one is nice. Excuse me. Alright, let's go to the big room and find Zhixuan. Oh man. How am I gonna voice angry women again? Xuejian, why'd you have to die? Well, at least you didn't have an economy either. But in seriousness, let's go look for Zhixuan. Okay. Oh, she's in the area of the big room. So she's probably around here somewhere. She's near the... Zhixuan, where are you? Why am I having trouble finding you? There you are. Goodness gracious. Thanks, guys. Well, she is near the big room, so... The Great Hall, sorry. I should have called it the Great Hall. I'm not gonna talk to you. Let's go into Changting's room. Whee! Okay, there's nothing here. Let's go back and be somber again. Okay, come on. Ah Tian. Huh. Well, what just happened there? No, sorry, I just saw something run by. I'm like, it's probably one of the NPCs. Give me a second. I'm gonna look up something. I know, I'm sorry, guys. Atian, just how long will you keep going on looking so inattentive? Or say, looking so, down? Basically, like, looking so inattentive. It basically means, like, you're just, like, looking so gloomy. Or, like, basically you're, like, you had a great shock and you look completely, like, shaken. When humans dies, they cannot be resurrected. And also, Xuejian isn't a normal human. I understand. You don't understand anything, Atian. Listen to me. Xuejian hasn't died. Huh? What? She's right here. Here? Are you saying that she's here in everyone's hearts? That she's still in everyone's hearts? People die when they are killed. No kidding, guys. What? Hi, Dragonfly. Welcome to the stream. And people die when they are killed is a reference to Fate Stay Night. Good. No, I hesitate. Good visual novel, not a good anime. My choice was 43 personally. 43 was Oppa, but I wasn't allowed to use that. Yes. No matter what form she takes, and oh, I see. No matter what appearance she becomes or where her body is, she will always be in your heart. As long as you all long for each other, you will have many, countless amounts of. I see. You will have countless lives and lives together. So, that's why you must cheer up. There are many things that you must. There are many things that you wanted to do. You mustn't disappoint Xuejian. Understand? So basically, she's saying there are many lives that you could go through because there's a cycle of rebirth and resurrection, right? So it's possible you'll still meet the person you love in your next life, and that's why she says that. It's a Chinese culture thing at this point in time. And I mean, it happens in this game's world too, because he's living proof that there is a cycle of resurrection and rebirth, sorry. It's not resurrection, I guess it's called a cycle of rebirth. I apologize. Apparently I can't get rebirth and resurrection right. So a death, I guess, a death is never permanent. It's more of a farewell and until the next life, maybe. You could respond to Zishen with a certain way. You could, number one. Right. Number two. She's not here anymore. There's nothing. Doing anything is useless. And number three. ... Anyway, should I make Jing Tian recover so quickly that he's like, yeah, you're right. But I don't know. I do think that it probably isn't the case. I could do number two, which makes him sound like a whiny little brat. I mean, sorry. He's not a brat. I'm sorry, guys. What's the use? She's dead is number two. And number three is... I think I'm going to go for the ... because I think, like, he's still... I feel like I make him think like he's processing the whole thing, and then he needs just some time to, like, I think he's just gonna let him process the words rather than rejecting them outright. I'm gonna make Jing Tian at least consider that. You guys with 54, 63, and 72, I'm sorry, I can't read Hindi. 86. C41. 41. Oh, this isn't Thai. I can't read that either. Sorry, guys. I think I'm gonna go for a number 3. So he has no comment on that. No comment on that. What are we bidding? What is this, an auction? Why aren't you saying... Why aren't you saying anything? Do you want to sink... keep sinking like this? Oh, I see. Oh, well, he's just going to go back to number 2 then. Let's see. What's the use of doing anything now? Xue Jian isn't here anymore. Even if I were to take revenge, so what? Will revenge have her come back to life? If I had chosen the second one, Zhishen would have scolded him. Well, I'm probably going to get scolded again. I see. Wow, she's gonna kick him for... She's like, stop being a... Basically, this is Zhishen's nice way of telling him, stop being a little... Stop being a little whiner. Get back in this... Stop being like that. Let's see, how does it... Did you stop to think just how Xue Jian died? If she didn't die, then the person... then the people who would have died would have been all of you. She used her life to... Was the life she... she used her own life to... in exchange for this... the you of... that looks like... that looks... Oh, sorry, how do I say this? Was the you that looks... that... the... How do I say this? 半死不活. There's like... Okay, I think I got it. The you that looks lifeless like this. Was it that you that she used her life in exchange for? You must think... you must think... how do I say this? Did you ever stop to think that in the case of Xue... how do I say this? Let me rephrase this. Half dead, lifeless, basically. Half dead, you could say that too. I mean, like, I was trying to avoid zombified and half dead. I was like, lifeless. Because that's more of like, in English, you would more likely use that in this situation. Because it sounds better. Yes, think on... Did you ever think on Xue Jian's behalf whether or not her sacrifice was worth it? Alright. Don't think too much. Changqing has something that he wants... has some task that he wants to give to you. You should go find him in the Pavilion of Infinity. I know, I wanted to avoid zombies. Right. Ah Tian, you're not a child anymore. There are many things that you must think for yourself on. Basically, Zhishen's just saying it in a nice, is basically saying in a more kind way about stop being a little stop being a little bitch. I know it sounds terrible when I had to put it that way, but that's basically what I was thinking. I'm like, he is a walking zombie. Your lifeless appearance. Maybe Jing Tian is a zombie. Maybe he's been dead all along. But you already have a ghost party member. We need more. Hua Ying. Was Hua Ying? Hua Ying? Xue Jian isn't here. there's nobody else. Now there's no one. There will never again be someone who could understand what you're saying. Don't. You shouldn't be too sad, and you shouldn't go running off everywhere. All of us are still your friends. Why aren't you saying anything? Why aren't you saying anything? You're comforting me. You're comforting me, aren't you? I'm fine. Thank you. All right, I understand. Well, let's promise everyone. All of us shouldn't be sad anymore. We need to take revenge for Xue Jian. You cannot understand if you are a human. Xue Jian wasn't entirely human, so she could understand her. Oh, that's true. The locked demon. Oh, no, we're not going there. Yeah, he says the same thing. That you can't get near the locked monster tower. Boo. Boring. Anyway, so how are we doing so far? Oh, man. What am I gonna do without Loudmouth? My Loudmouth party member is gone. Alright, let's talk to Changqing. Well, unfortunately, Changqing is now. I think he's basically been proclaimed the leader just in case. He was proclaimed the leader just in case something happened to the actual leader, and something happened to the actual leader. So it looks like he's gonna have to keep staying here in Shu Mountain. I have many ways of referring to Xue Jian over here. Well, not over here. Anyway, yes, I'm sorry, Xue Jian. It's just too easy. Anyway, Xiao Tian, I can't leave here. As for the task of finding the elemental pearls, I must give them to you. I know that you're very sad. All of us are extremely sad. Let's see. If we do not defeat the evil sword immortal, if we do not seal the locked monster tower, then there will be more people that will be harmed, and there will be more people that must that must feel the pain of losing friends or family. In order for them, we must and especially for those of people who have already been sacrificed, we must we must completely destroy monster kind. But it doesn't. But no matter what, all the people who have died will never go back to life. Oh, excuse me. But we are living people. We are people who are still alive. We must fulfill their wishes. Their wishes. Sorry. So that we can make those. So that we can. Let's see. So that we can comfort their spirits up in heaven. We must not let their sacrifice be in vain. Right. I understand. I've already spoken to Zixuan. She will accompany you. It is not necessary that for you to find the elemental pearls quickly. Or sorry. No, sorry. You must hurry and find the elemental pearls. The four elders are already of great age. And after going through such a great change, I'm afraid it will be very difficult for them to support. The the life or death of the Shu Mountain Guild is completely in your hands. So basically, yeah, they must find those elemental pearls fast. Finding the elemental pearls. The world is so big, and there's so many people. Or that, just where would we find them? And if we find them, how would we? I don't understand girls anyway. Lol. Xiao Tian, you have to wake up. Now Shu Mountains is in great danger. And so we must hurry and find all of the elemental pearls and seal the locked monster tower. Otherwise, humans will soon experience a great, a drastic change. Let's see, how do I say this? Our personal matters are unimportant. The danger to all of the danger to the world is more important. Or basically saying like personal matters are secondary. Our personal matters are secondary. The world the safety of the world is more important. Right, I understand. Shishu Heyang has determined that the elemental pearl might have something to do with the Temple of Nuwa in Oh, we're going to the Temple of Nuwa next. Affairs of love. Sorry, Oh, actually that makes sense. I see. Yes, because it's sons and it's basically the affairs of the love affairs of sons and daughters, but the affairs of love. There you go. Sorry about that. Affairs of love are secondary, but the safety of the world is even more important. Anyway, let me go ahead and get back here. Shishu Heyang has already determined that the elemental pearl might have something to do with the Nuwa Temple in Manzhou. Manzhou, which is where let's see, the Miao people are. We're going to go to a Nuwa Temple. This is reminding me of Shenzhen 1 all over again. Anyway, I'm just doing something. Or is Manzhou? Sorry, I was just making sure I was pronouncing it right. Might have the Nuwa Temple in Manzhou. Right now, things are. Let's see. The situation is tense. Huh. You can go from the north. You can go from the northwest through Chaohai to Manzhou. Let's see. That way you can see, let's see. Even though it seems that way. That way you can see, you can take the path around and you can save yourself of going through the obstacles of the many mountains. Right now, let's see. Right now, we don't have any concrete leads. Perhaps it would be best for you to go on ahead and take a look. 太明确的头绪, which means like, yeah, it basically means they don't have a lead, but yeah. As in like a lead to the actual whereabouts of the location of the elemental pearls. They don't have any more concrete leads other than that, so we have to go to the Temple of Nuwa, which is a pretty, well, at least that's one location. Big brother Xu. Relax. Let's see. How do I say this? Big brother Xu, don't worry. I'll definitely hurry and find those all the elemental pearls. If you run into the evil sword immortal, you must you must hide if you are able to. You mustn't don't you must definitely not be too reckless. You must know that 留得青山在，不怕没只烧. Let's see. We mustn't have any more deaths. So basically, that's I guess it's a principle. Even though it seems like you're going the long way around. Oh yeah, but it eliminates the obstacles of having to travel on the mountains. Sorry, yes, it is. It may seem like the long way around. I was thinking about like, how do I say that in English? Don't worry about it. In any case, he's just saying it's a long way around, but it's better. It's the better path ultimately. So we have to go to Chao Hai. Yeah, Chao Hai. Sorry, apparently I can't pronounce anything. And 留得青山在，不怕没柴烧 means like, well, I guess that where there is life, there is hope. As long as you're still alive, you don't have to worry about not finding things to burn. Having a chance to burn, finding things to firewood, I guess. But it's, yes, where there is life, there is hope. We mustn't have any more deaths. Right. All right, go. I'll wait for your good news from you. Changxing is basically like, sorry, we have to. You gotta buckle down. Uh-oh, so we're going with 3 party members this time. Is there anything else? No, there isn't anything. You must please take care of yourself. Otherwise you'll make me, Zixuan and me worry. Never give up, never surrender. Yeah, it's just a firewood burning. Yeah, that's what I was like. Don't worry, as long as you're on the Green Mountain, you don't have to worry about any firewood to burn because Cai, yeah. Reach out to the truth. Wait, no, that's wrong game. Okay, looks like we're ready, so we're gonna go to the northwest. Reach out to the truth. You must face yourself. I'm sure some people in this chat will know what that's a reference to. But anyway, we need to head to the northwest. I think I don't need to buy anything. Really? Because I've already bought all the stuff here. Excuse me. Northwest, they say. Alright, we got a dungeon run coming up probably. Well, is it from the pavilion or... I mean, that's the only place that makes sense. Yes, these are the best ones. I love those dungeons. Is this the way there? Oh, Chao Hai. Well, we enter the dungeon. We're here in our new dungeon. So we're going to be dealing with these new enemies. And unfortunately, we don't have Xue Jian anymore, so we'll have to make do without her. What are you going to do? You're never going to cast that spell in time, so you might as well block. Defense! Defense! You're not getting that spell off in time. Defense! Yeah, I figured that would happen. The wind shakes heaven. 54. The centipede thing is 10,000 rings! Which makes sense because it's a centipede.